Yeah, the ESL R1 event just finished up. These are the final results. Join me while I just think out loud what I thought about the event. Come join me. So yeah, the event just wrapped up. I just finished watching the event, and before I discuss the results, let me just discuss the event itself. So what I felt about the event, well, I was eager to experience it. Since ESL, at least I have some good regards about ESL through events that I had already experienced, like for example, CS:GO comes into mind. And I was excited for two reasons. The event itself, it's the first time I see something of this sort with this dimension in a way, in something so official. There are events, for example, today it's a 12 hours event also, but it doesn't matter where. But this was kind of a big thing. It was really well publicized, and also because RENNSPORT is involved here. So RENNSPORT, it's a new sim coming out soonish. You are still waiting for the beta keys to come out for the closed beta. They delayed the game a bit, which made me happy, because if they delayed, they are worried about the experience and they are worried about the final results of all of this. So it's great for them to have him do so. So I don't want to make this video too long, but the experience was great. Just you guys to see, I made time so I could see the event from start to finish. I just missed a few bits because I had to walk the dog, but otherwise I could experience the full thing. It was very well presented, very well put together. There were some flaws here and there, but that's expected due to it's such a fresh event. I'm not putting here images of the event itself. It was on Twitch, on YouTube, if I'm not mistaken, and also TikTok, if I'm not mistaken. That is, I don't want to have any copyright things from him, so just check their Twitch, so it's ESL R1 or YouTube channel, and check out the whole event video. But that's not what I'm here for. So the experience was great, well put together. The presenters, I was not aware that James West, Gamer Moscow, was going to be there, and I'm glad he was. A few familiar faces also on the presenter side. They did very well. People that I know that are experienced on that type of situation, so they did well. It was noticeable on the first hour or so. They were just trying to find their bearings and trying to find exactly what were their role, how well. I'm sure they have rehearsed all of that, but it's kind of expected for them to, for a couple of minutes, trying to get their bearings together, which makes total sense, right? I mean, you still got to get your rhythm going. Once they got the rhythm going, the analysis desk and the presenters and James, they knew where to be, when to intervene, and when to actually do that thing. Of course, the prize pool, it's something to actually be happy about. It's quite a lot of money. What else? The format itself, I liked it. I like that it's only one qualifying. I like that the races are just 9 laps long. I enjoyed it because otherwise, if it's too long, it gets a little bit boring. It gets old very fast. So it's quick races, 9 laps. Today it was Spa-Francorchamps, so it was around 20 minutes or a little bit more, maybe a little bit more. But it was fast-paced enough, so I was not bored at all with the event. So I found out there was no car damage. There was tire damage, but no car damage when contact was made. At first, I would thought, why no car damage? But it makes sense. I mean, there are 12 cars, if I'm not mistaken, 12 cars in the race, so it will give everybody a chance to come back in a way. So it bothered me at first, but after I thought about it and I saw a few crashes, I thought, well, this actually makes sense to people, so people can, the contestants and the racers and the pilots can actually try to come back to the race, and that actually occurred. So the first race immediately on P1 or T1 or T2, I think it was after T1. No, it was after Eau Rouge. Okay, So they went to Rouge, just throttled down, and then there was an accident and a guy spinning around. So it was a very exciting start. We managed to see the cars going fast, the cars crashing. It was quite enjoyable to see. The first race was very exciting, and it was a good thing to see. Throughout all the events, we saw fights, we saw defenses, we saw people getting annoyed. We saw penalties too. So we saw the system of, you saw the stewards there. There were stewards people, human people like you and me, just judging the situations and judging the driver's behavior. So when something went wrong, an actual human being would get there and see a team, not one, of course, it was 4 or 5, if I could see in the cameras. They would judge and say to the pilots what was judged and what the decision was, so they could comply to it. So I saw giving positions, I saw slowdowns. So there were people judging that, and that's nice, that's great. They were fast judging all of that, and that made the event to feel fair, for the most part, to feel fair throughout all the event, throughout it. So these are the results. So Beneke kind of won this. On the final, he kind of just made pole with a sub 15 seconds 2:15 result, which is quite a cannon time. It was really great, and then he just hang on to that position until the end. So if you have sim raced before, you know that, or real raced, of course, you know that on Spa, it's tough to take positions. Okay, you have to take some risks to take those positions, and so pole position is very valuable. He managed to get the pole on the final with a very fast lap, very fast result, and he just kept that position till the end. His teammate Lochner, I'm sorry, I'm butchering his name. Lochner had a slowdown because you should see the last race. On the race start, Lochner put I forget who was, put a guy onto the wall with, I know that it was kind of crazy to see. It just went bam, and the guy went to the wall. So a couple of laps later, he had to give some positions back, but he dropped, I believe, to 8th, and then he fought back to 5th. So it was quite nice to see. So the whole race was Beneke just doing his thing in the front, controlling everyone, controlling his spacing, and making sure that he was just finishing first, basically. Jay Toman, he tried his best to get to him, but Beneke not really defended. There was not, that I was aware of, there was no situation of the actual defense, because the guys on the booth actually concentrated from the second place below, because that was where the interest was. And Toman tried to get there. There was no actual defense because Beneke controlled his distance to second place quite well. He was just barely on 0.7 seconds margin and kept there, and like it was like in the end now he just finished it with a 0.7 a little bit more advantage. Okay, so that's quite nice to see. Lochner fight, I remember Lochner well because he was teammates for Beneke, I'm sorry, and he had to fight back throughout the race, and these were the final stances. Just as a wrap up, just to finish things up, so I don't make this a long video, it was a very enjoyable experience to watch. There's more tomorrow. There's more tomorrow on the 12th of February. There's more tomorrow to see. I believe it's Ockenheim tomorrow. I may be wrong. I'm sorry, but I think it is. So it's a fresh new event for us to see. Let's see how these guys stack up on a new track. It's a fixed setup throughout, and so the playing field is very leveled. Going back to the event itself, very nice rigs, very wide screens. So they have all the goodies there. They cannot complain about the resources they have available to them, but the resources are the same for everybody. So the same rig, the same screens, pedals, steering wheels, PCs, the 9 yards. Everything's the same for everyone. Same setup. They can pick the car, and they are literally off to the races. Very nice event. However, I'm also very interested to know if you managed to watch the event, if you're going to check the VODs afterwards, if you're going to join the event at your own time, because maybe you were not able to watch it live. I'm really interested to know, well, what is your opinion about this and what you think going forward that this event could make better. What are your suggestions and criticisms about the event? Thanks guys for listening to me, to listen to my overview and review about the event. Let me know what you think. If you can, like and subscribe, it really helps, but it's okay if you cannot, it's fine. Thank you guys, see you next video and take care.